Live and on demand from the WNY News Now studios in downtown Jamestown. This is WNY News Now.
And thanks for joining us for WNY News Now on this Monday. I'm Justin Gould. Here's what's happening. How many people took to the polls, part of early voting? We'll tell you coming up. Plus, a new law changes how toddlers will get around town. But first, Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter, he's standing by live with a look at our weather. Hey, Dakota, happy Monday.
Hey, Justin. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to talk over you there. But happy Monday, everybody. We hope you had a wonderful weekend. It was a chilly weekend, and we had some snow, especially Saturday night going into Sunday morning. Here's a live look coming from the Mill Creek Mall in Erie. Just a lot of clouds socked in today. And again, it's mainly going to be a mostly cloudy day, but there will be a few pockets of sunshine, but not a whole lot of sunshine to go around through the afternoon. And you can see here, we've had a few of those rain showers that came through basically early this morning, and it's basically going to be a mostly cloudy afternoon after we get through that. This is where we were this morning. 33 was the official low in Jamestown at the airport this morning, 41 in Dunkirk, 40 over in Erie, and 30 down there in Olean. Look at Bradford at 28, and we're going to be getting set for more cold air as we head into the later part of the week, into the weekend. We'll talk about it a little bit later on, but through the afternoon today, temperatures mid to upper 40s. This is below average. We should be into the mid 50s this time of the year with more clouds than sunshine. Maybe a chance for a spot shower maybe later in the day and into the evening hours, but more rain returns tomorrow for Election Day. We'll talk about it in just a few minutes. Back to you.
Alrighty, Dakota, thank you very much. Our top story, Chautauqua County Board of Election officials say the county had one of the strongest voter participation numbers in the state during early voting last week. Democrat Election Commissioner Norm Green says his office received a lot of positive feedback from those who took to the polls.
We're able to go to one end of any one of the three poll sites, and automatically your ballot was printed through a wireless air ballot system, they call it. And so it was much simpler, much easier.
Now, specifically, Green says the Chautauqua Mall was a great central point for those going out to dinner or shopping on the weekend. The commissioner says 3,827 people voted early. He expects around 25,000 people will participate overall in the election, either by early voting, absentee ballots, or visiting a booth on Tuesday. Now, early voting turnout is expected to increase next year once residents are more familiar with the early voting process. The presidential election will also likely increase participation next year. Polls open tomorrow at 6 a.m. and we remind you, you can follow all election 2019 results by downloading our mobile app. Just search WNY News Now in the Apple App Store and Google Play Store. Other news we're following, toddlers now have to be placed in rear-facing car seats under a new law here in New York State. The law came into effect at the start of November. State officials say New York must ensure young children are protected in the event of a crash or sudden stop. The law applies to all children under the age of 2. State officials advise against buying used car safety seats that could be expired or missing parts. Drivers should also get car seats checked at safety events or a local fitting event to ensure children are properly restrained in the back seat. Well, last week, Congressman Tom Reed, along with the Problem Solvers Caucus, endorsed a bill that would help provide earned visa status for certified agricultural workers and provide ranchers and farmers a legal, reliable workforce. Specifically, the congressman says the Farm Workforce Modernization Act of 2019 expands the H-2A foreign guest worker program so that farmers can easily hire workers. Reed also explained that the bill takes a two-pronged approach to meet year-round labor needs, creating a new capped program for employers seeking to bring in temporary workers for year-round needs, and builds off of current law dedicating an additional 40,000 employment-based green card per year for those agricultural workers. It also includes a mandatory E-Verify, new investments in farm work housing, H-2 wage reform, and streamline recruiting. So far, over 200 organizations have come out in support of the legislation. The caucus urged a floor vote on the law soon. Well, a portion of Route 394 in the village of Lakewood is now dedicated in honor of a local Marine corporal killed by a roadside bomb in 2011. Assemblyman Andy Goodell was joined by several state and local officials to dedicate the highway as the Lance Corporal Aaron M. Swanson Memorial Highway at the Lakewood American Legion late last week. A native of Lakewood, Corporal Swanson was a member of the Marine Corps Force Reserve. The war hero was tragically killed in action on February 7, 2011 by a roadside bomb during combat operations in Afghanistan. Swanson was deployed to Afghanistan in August 2010 for a 7-month tour.
Lance Corporal Swanson died doing something that he believed in, fighting for security and freedom on behalf of the country that he loved. We owe him a debt beyond words. This sign will remind all who pass by that war, even one taking place on the other side of the world, always hits close to home for those who believe in eternal values like honor, duty, and freedom. This is the legacy that Lance Corporal Aaron M. Swanson deserves.
Now, Swanson's final resting place is in Soldiers Circle at Jamestown's Lakeview Cemetery next to fellow American heroes. Well, good Monday to all of you. Thanks so much for joining us here on WNY News Now. An exciting news week is to come. Got to say hello to Pam. Thanks so much for tuning in here on the broadcast. Hello to Rod as well. He says make sure to vote tomorrow. Hello to Joseph. Hopefully you are doing well. He says he doesn't believe in early voting, which is absolutely fine, Joseph. Polls will be open tomorrow at 6 a.m. and open until 9 p.m. Renee, good afternoon to you. Hopefully you are having a good day. Good to see Scott and on the broadcast as well. Yeah, certainly that portion of Lakewood rightfully dedicated to a man who served his nation above and beyond the call of duty. Really, God bless his family, his friends who are in the community for, enduring this sacrifice. And now it seems like just like that stretch in the town of Kayamtone now, everyone will remember via a sign this man's life, his sacrifice, and his legacy as well. Corey says, afternoon, I didn't know I could vote early, definitely going to do so. Unfortunately, Corey, early voting is now over with. We've been talking about it for a couple of weeks here on the broadcast and as well as on WNYNewsNow.com. Just click on the Election 2019 tab for all the latest. But you can, again, vote tomorrow at your normal poll site where you would be at 6 a.m. So for more information on that, you can visit votechautauqua.com or go to WNYNewsNow.com and click on the Election 2019 tab. We'll have much more there. Hello to June and hello to Mike as well. Hopefully you are all having a good day. Coming up, details about a local grant that's trying to fight substance abuse. But first, why City of Jamestown officials are changing the name of a local park. Dakota Hunter.
And as we take a look at the almanac for yesterday, 36 was the high yesterday, only 36. The low was 33 this morning. Look at where we should be at, 53 degrees this time of the year. But more cold air is on the way for later in the week. We'll talk about it as WNY News Now continues in a minute. So please don't move that muscle.
Live and on demand, you're watching WNY News Now.
I've walked my talk. I've brought officials to meet the community. It should be a government by the people, for the people. I've stood alone to represent the citizens of the city for transparency, accountability, and fiscal responsibility. My values haven't changed. I stand for you. Vote November 5th. Liuzzo for mayor.
With coverage that matters, this is WNY News Now.
I'm George Borello. As a business owner, I've experienced firsthand just how tough it is to grow your own business in New York State. That's one of the reasons why I'm running for state senate. We need to do more to help new and existing businesses develop and grow, not just survive. To help make that possible, one of the first bills I plan on sponsoring in the state senate is the first employee tax credit. As both a business owner and a county executive who met with over 100 businesses in my first 100 days in office, I've seen that the costs associated with hiring your first full-time employee can be insurmountable. This tax credit will help business owners expand without a significant hike in operating costs. And it will help create more good-paying job opportunities for our residents. To help New Yorkers succeed in our economy, we need smart plans like the First Employee Tax Credit. As your next state senator, that will always be my top priority.
Paid for by Borrello for Senate.
Hi, my name's Dave Wolfong, and I'm running for mayor of the city of Jamestown. I'm down here on River Street to show people that there's plenty of space and plenty of opportunity in the city of Jamestown for business. We need to have shovel-ready sites that bring industry to the city of Jamestown so we can have good-paying jobs, clean up our neighborhoods, and make the city of Jamestown proud again. I think it's time that we start marketing this place just like we used to. We need to bring opportunity and good-paying jobs to the city of Jamestown. And in my administration, business first is going to be the first step toward the success of the city of Jamestown. My name's Dave Wolfong. I'm running for mayor. Please vote for me November 5th.
Well, happening now, Chautauqua Park is a new name. Earlier this year, City of Jamestown officials petitioned to rename the park in honor of 3 civic leaders, Isabella Jackson and Luna and Vivian Taylor. On Monday, the trio's family, along with City of Jamestown officials, unveiled the new sign officially dedicating the park. Luna and Vivian Taylor's grandson, Michael Shackelford Pena Taylor, says the dedication means a lot to him and his family and the community.
The 3 of them were very close. They worked on a lot of the same committees. They worked hard for the same causes. Our families were very much intertwined as well. And it's just great, and it's just a fitting and an awesome tribute to them.
Now, both Luna and Vivian Taylor served in various levels of local government, while Jackson was a longtime Jamestown Community College faculty member and civic leader. Jamestown Mayor Sam Teresi also announced smaller signs will be installed in the spring detailing their legacy. New bathroom facilities are also in the works for the park. Well, Congressman Tom Reed announced a more than $600,000 grant to help fight substance abuse here in Chautauqua County. Reed says the grant for the Hope Chautauqua Coalition will be distributed over the next 5 years. The coalition is part of prevention work in Chautauqua County, which was formerly known as the Chautauqua Alcohol and Substance Abuse Council. Well, a new study shows e-cigarettes aren't a gateway to teen smoking. Very interesting. It was published in the medical journal Nicotine and Tobacco Research on Monday. The research found teens who experiment with vaping are more likely to try cigarettes, but vaping does not increase the odds that they'll become smokers. The study also calls into question earlier research that linked e-cigarettes to smoking. This time, researchers used complex statistic analysis. They took into account pre-existing differences among teens like race and gender. They also looked at behavioral information like being displaced at home or how often the teens took risks. The new research looked at more than 12,000 middle and high school students here in the United States. Well, it's time to finish up that Halloween candy because today is National Candy Day. You can eat some of that leftover candy you were going to give out to trick-or-treaters Thursday night, if there was any left. Or perhaps you can sneak some candy from the stash your kids collected going house to house. If not, you can hit up a local store. You can also post what you're eating on social media using the hashtag National Candy Day. And if you want another sweet day to look forward to, February 1st is National Dark Chocolate Day. That looks pretty good. We have the trusty WNY News Now candy dish, thanks to our friends at JRSC Digital, Jamestown Rubber Stamp Company. So they made this for us as a great Christmas gift last year, and let me tell you, delicious. I love these Reese's. So if you can, get out some extra candy, enjoy the day, but make sure you don't eat too much because you'll end up like Justin here and have a sugar tooth, and it never works out well. Well, coming up next, Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter. He's standing by with a live look at our weather. And later, we tell you about a show featuring a local property with a lot of history in Jamestown. That's when we come back. Got to say hello to Renee, David, Mackenzie. Good to see you all. Andrew, thanks for being on the broadcast. Pronto Mart, not your average corner store. Located on the corner of Forest and Newland Avenues in Jamestown, Pronto Mart has everything you've been looking for. An amazing selection of hot foods, a large variety of premier headgear, and smoking accessories to fit any style. Pronto Mart, not your average corner store. Stop in and visit us today.
With coverage that matters, this is WNY News Now.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvan Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer, plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first.
Hi, my name's Dave Wolfong, and I'm running for mayor for the city of Jamestown. NACO Trucking, the trucks that are behind me, this business is leaving the city of Jamestown and going to the Mason Industrial Park. When the current administration at City Hall was told that they were moving, their response was, we didn't know that they were leaving the city of Jamestown. NACO Trucking went to the Chautauqua County Industrial Agency, went and got financing. They got plans for a new building. We've got to stop businesses from leaving the city of Jamestown. That needs to be our first priority. We don't have shovel-ready sites for this individual to move his business to. That's why people are moving out of the city of Jamestown. In my administration, we're going to be business first, and we're going to know what's going on in the city of Jamestown. Once again, my name's Dave Wolfong, and I'm running for mayor. City of Jamestown, please vote for me November 5th.
First Defense Weather, the Southern Tier's only live and local weather source. Now, here's Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter.
Yeah, if you eat too much candy or cheesecake for that matter, you end up like me. Let's take a look at First Defense Doppler. And again, you can see we've had a few of those rain showers that basically came through this morning. But the majority of the day is going to be dry after we get rid of all this. And but there is going to be some more on in the way, or not in the way. You know what I'm trying to say. But there's more rain that's going to be coming our way, and but high pressure is built in across the Northeast right now, but of course we all know that'll be going away pretty soon. So the first week of November, this is the first official full week in November, and it starts on a dry note, and rain showers will develop tonight that will continue throughout the day tomorrow, and as we head into basically by the end of the week, going into the weekend, we will see another cooler shot of air coming in. Troughing will start to set up, and don't forget to go out and vote tomorrow. Let your voice be heard, even though it's going to rain. Who cares? Get out and vote. Partial sunshine downtown right now, 46 at the airport. Look at that healthy south wind at 18, got a wind gust of 26. Look at that dew point at 38. The air is relatively dry when you have a dew point that low down into the 30s like that. So here's future scan through the day. Absolutely nothing throughout the day. It'll be a mostly cloudy afternoon. Here comes a few of those rain showers starting to pop up basically tonight going into tomorrow. The most widespread rain will be early in the day tomorrow. Otherwise, it tapers off to a few showers for the afternoon and especially the evening hours. Watch what happens tomorrow night. Colder air starts to filter in, and we could see a few more snowflakes coming across the higher terrain. It's not going to snow everywhere, but there might be a few little snowflakes falling, and I don't expect it to accumulate at all either. I think it's going to be a little too wet. Now, looking down the road here, there are signs that it's going to get much colder as we head into the middle part of basically of the month. Look at this as we head out to the east. Look at all this blue out here. When you get into this purple, that starts to indicate high confidence of cooler than average temperatures. This is over the next 6 to 10 days, and so this is a classic trough. Cooler out to the cooler east, warmer out to the west. It's classic troughing, and it's going to be much colder around here. We're probably talking about 30s as daytime highs. So yeah, just get used to it. It's the sign of the times. All right, zone forecast, inland areas. I should have stayed on this side of the wall to begin with. So temperatures mid to upper 40s. The inland areas, best we'll be able to do, mostly cloudy throughout the day. And it will be breezy. Look at that south wind at 15 to 25. The Lake Erie shoreline here, it's going to be feeling like the season. November, like, look at that south wind, 15 to 30 miles per hour. The next 7 days of your life are on television now. 45 tomorrow, and again, 42 Wednesday. Chance for a few rain showers on Wednesday. Here comes that shot of cold air. Temperatures knocked well down into the 30s. Possibly Thursday night, Friday could be a lake effect deal. We'll have to keep our eyes on that. And Saturday and Sunday below average with temperatures upper 30s to lower 40s. Sports is next. Don't go away.
When you're on the go, stay in the know by downloading the WNY News Now mobile app. Stay up to date on local news, weather, and sports that matter to you. Plus, subscribe to breaking news and weather alerts from the team that puts coverage first. In addition, watch news as it happens with the Southern Tier's only 24/7 streaming network. Download the WNY News Now app right now. It's free on the Apple App Store and Google Play Store.
You're watching WNY News Now, your source for breaking news.
Hi, my name's Dave Wilfong, and I'm running for mayor of the city of Jamestown. I'd like to talk to you about the drug epidemic in the city of Jamestown. I want to make the streets of Jamestown safe for our citizens and our children. I do believe that individuals should be able to get treatment in the city of Jamestown if they want it. I do believe in transitional bedding, but I also believe in law enforcement, and I hope the law enforcement officials will make the city of Jamestown safe and take drug dealers off the street. My name is Dave Wilfong. I'm running for mayor, city of Jamestown. Please vote for me November 5th.
WNY Sports Now is powered by Phone Zone of Jamestown. With the largest inventory around, we buy and sell our own merchandise at a price that can't be beat. Have a broken screen? We'll fix it. Learn more at phonezoneshop.com.
Happy Manic Monday, sports fans, and welcome back to WNY News Now. I'm Norm Rodriguez with a look at sports. Over the weekend, the Jamestown Rebels posted their first series sweep of the season, winning both of their games against the Maine Nordiques. Jamestown won the first game 3-2 on Friday, and the second game 5-3 on Saturday's Military Appreciation Night. The Rebels do remain in last place in the East currently with 12 points, 3 points behind the Maryland Black Bears. Jamestown will be back in action on Thursday night at 7:30 as they will play the first of a 3-game series versus the Johnstown Tomahawks on the road, who are in second place in the East. The Buffalo Bills improved to 6-2 on the season by defeating the Washington Redskins 24-9, giving Buffalo their best 8-game start since 1993. Behind a turnover-free performance, Josh Allen tossed for 160 yards and a touchdown. Devin Singletary rushed for 95 yards and a score. Cole Beasley caught an Allen TD pass for the third straight game. In his first career NFL start, Redskins quarterback Dwayne Haskins threw for 144 yards and was sacked 4 times. Adrian Peterson ran for a game-high 108 yards. Buffalo will be back in action on November 10th as they will be on the road to take on the Cleveland Browns. For tonight's Monday Night Football game, the 2-6 New York Giants will be hosting a divisional game versus the 4-3 Dallas Cowboys. The Giants go into this game riding a 4-game losing streak, losing their last game 31-26 against the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, Dallas is coming off of their bye week, snapping a 3-game losing streak prior to reaching it with a 37-10 victory versus the Philadelphia Eagles. According to ESPN's Power Football Index, Dallas has nearly an 81% chance to win their 5th game of the season. The game will be televised on ESPN. That's it for sports today. Justin, Dakota, back to you.
Alrighty, Norm, thank you very much. Well, an iconic City of Jamestown property will be featured on a do-it-yourself television show tonight. The former Galloway Mansion and Moose Lodge on East 5th Street is the center of the DIY network show Salvage Dogs, who combed through the historic property to salvage vintage pieces earlier this year. The show hosts recover everything from doors, windows, mantles, and more. Now, once those items are recovered, the team then sells valuable pieces to a wide range of clients, from construction workers to high-end interior designers who use them to restore other historical buildings and add character to newer structures. The show's now in the show's 11th season. It's scheduled to kick off tonight at 9 p.m. on the DIY network. Check local listings, as they like to say, Dakota. So pretty cool. I mean, it was really cool and neat to see them there filming at that spot and really kind of tearing things down. Now, the building was originally scheduled for demolition earlier this year after it was purchased by the Chautauqua County Land Bank, but that didn't happen. So we'll see what happens going forward, but it still sits where it is, just maybe with less historical pieces inside of it. But
and, you know, it's amazing to me why that building is not registered as a landmark, because there's a lot of history embedded within it. I'm not sure why it was never registered as a historic landmark.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I know why the Moose abandoned it. I guess there were some issues with the building that was cost prohibitive for them to fix. So that's the reason why they abandoned the building. But, I mean, still, I mean, I think it would have been better if that they would have put it on the historical landmark list.
Right, and done something. And I mean, you know, one of the biggest things that we seem to talk about is a very famous young woman, Grace Galloway. Her father, you know, constructed
She's
this
the lady
building.
in glass, isn't she?
Yes, exactly. Here she is now, and many years ago. And you know, there's quite a story about it. We actually have that up on WNYNewsNow.com right now, part of this. So there's quite a local legend to her being in glass. She died of tuberculosis. Back in the 1800s. So certainly he made that structure for her, and that was the house that they lived in when they were here in Jamestown. They spent a lot of time at the Chautauqua Institution as well. So a pretty cool local piece, and we'll see tonight what that show kind of features. I'm going to definitely be, I have it on my DVR, so I'm going to watch it.
I don't have DVR. I'm not lucky enough.
You're one of those slingers.
Yeah.
Let's go over. If you want to go sling tonight, go to Dakota's house. You can watch it on there.
Well, I mean, you know, I can have DVR through Sling. I'm just too cheap to pay for it.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I love slinging, man. I love those commercials.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I know.
It's just so funny. Let's see. Renee says, sad to see that closed, but restoring the pieces of it. And she said, yeah, we actually totally agree with you, Renee. Lots of history in Jamestown. Dave says, sad to see that the building is going to be torn up, but at least they did get some of the pieces out of it, which is pretty good. Joe, he chimes in here, go Bills, and hello to Joanna. She has a meeting with us in a couple of minutes here after the broadcast, so she's hanging out in the lobby. Yeah, the Moose. You know, sad to see it tore up, but pretty cool nevertheless. And you know, this area has been featured on a number of, whether it's film or in movies, or which is film, obviously, Justin, or a series. It's pretty cool. I mean, we had the military makeover show on Lifetime. We had
who are the people on? The people who drive around in the big conversion van. The one show that's very similar to that.
American Pickers.
Yes.
Yeah, they've been through here a few times.
A couple of different times?
Yeah. I know they like Sugar Grove and Bust-Eye. Like they've stopped there a few times, so that's pretty cool. Now, Salvage Dogs, and who knows? If you're out there looking to make a show, come to Jamestown. We have a lot to show.
Absolutely. Anyway, let's take a look at that school day forecast and if it will come up. My clicker has been very weird the past couple of days. There it goes. And so the school day forecast is going to be widespread rain, especially early tomorrow, but it turns to more scattered rain in the afternoon. Here comes the 7-day. Look at the cold shot of air that comes Thursday and Friday. Thursday night through Friday could be a lake effect snow event. We are keeping our eyes on that. Too early to know details and specifics, but we will keep you updated right here.
Alrighty, Dakota. Thank you very much. Want a piece of candy?
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah, help yourself. Help yourself.
Ooh,
Come on, help yourself.
Heath bars.
Everybody get
These are my favorite right here, ladies and gentlemen. Heath bars.
I tell you, the Reese's Pieces, man, they're
yes, those are good too.
Ooh, delicious. Hey, that's gonna do it for us today. Enjoy National Candy Day and all the fruits, or not so much fruit.
No, well, this can be fruit.
I know, it's not fruit.
Ooh, these are good too.
Yeah, the Hershey's.
Yes, the cookies and cream Hershey's.
I never liked those. I thought those.
Oh, come on, Jay.
Well, you can have them all. They're all yours.
All right, good.
News continues 24/7 at WNYNewsNow.com.
We leave you. Get me through the door.
Right. We leave you with Chautauqua Lake. We're back tomorrow with a busy election day. Our coverage starts right here at noon. We'll hope to see you then.